Most people are surprised to learn that infertility affects 1 in 8 couples worldwide. People go to fertility clinics, though, for lots of different reasons than just to have a baby. My name is Dr. Brian Levine, and I am the practice director of CCRM New York. CCRM stands for the Colorado Center for Reproductive Medicine, which is a nationwide network of fertility clinics. Our New York location, which we're completing construction today, is at 810 7th Avenue. Doing this in a standard office building is not easy. We ended up looking at over 40 different spaces. We were actually able to design a highly functional, compressed facility. We had to find a space where we knew that we could put an operating room square in the middle of the building in the base of the building to make sure that it was appropriately ventilated and that all the electrical hookups were present. One of my favorite things about CCRM New York is actually the waiting room. We wanted it to be warm and welcoming, but more importantly, this space actually allows for lots of visual distraction. We have Times Square right behind us. This is an example of one of our dual-purposed consult rooms. So we have a great amount of sunlight that comes in from behind, and then the wall, the exterior wall, is actually glass. So no place in this office whatsoever feels dark. We ultimately have 4 physician offices and 4 dual-purpose rooms. We had to make some initial decisions. How do you build a clinical laboratory? How do you build an operating room/procedure room? How do you build a recovery room? So those are 60 individual gas regulators. Instead of having just one big tank with one regulator and a bunch of different branches that goes off to each individual incubator, we have individual regulators for every single part of the embryo growing process. These are the incubators that we use for culturing embryos, and these are actually all tied in together to an emergency phone system that can alert us if any of the temperatures are varying. We have our own completely separate HVAC system in our laboratory. We made a point of making sure that we have the purest air you could find anywhere in New York City. The laboratory and the operating room connect. They have a window between the two of them. And what happens is that when the eggs are retrieved from the woman, they're passed through that window into the IVF laboratory to minimize any delay from getting those eggs from the patient into the next stage that they have to go. I would be hard-pressed to find another operating room in America that's above the 21st floor.